Alright, welcome to episode 2 of Lazy Gaming on Sunday. Or Lazy Sunday Gaming with Rolling Monkey. I'm not sure which one I said in the first episode. Anyway, be picking back up where we left off last time. Let's see. I think it was the end of, it was the night of the first night, and we had just gotten our shotgun. See, this is an example of a structure you can come across in your travels. Sorry about that, just took a phone call, so now we're back, and indeed, we just got our shotgun, and it is the first night, so we have 9 minutes of nighttime to survive, so... Well, fortunately, it's not too dark. This giant planet is providing a lot of light, which is great. Now you see in the sky, you can see that's Ningus. That's the other, one of the other planets in our solar system, right here. And we just saw another one. Where was it? Ah, there it is. Masperon. That's another one. So we can visit all those, and there's another one, Skylon. We can visit all these planets once we get a spaceship, which is what we're moving towards right now. Okay, so now it's first nighttime, and since we're talking about planets, let me just show you what we're looking at. So if you press M, it brings up the map, and if you go here under System Map, it shows you the system. Right now I'm right here, obviously. So these are the 4 planets in this section. So there's a orbital, there's a asteroid field, Obipal Row. I'm not even sure I'm pronouncing that right. And there's also Sienna, Omicron, Euabion, which has a moon, and Simos, which also has a moon. These would be the other starting planets. When we first started, instead of using one of them is going to be like desert, the other is going to be Simos is probably going to be our ice planet. So anyway, you can visit all these. You can't really visit the sun or the planet at the center of it because, well, it's the center of it. But just wait till you see what the galaxy has to offer. I am right here. And if you look around, all these dots, every single one of these dots is a system. Not a planet, but a system. And if we keep all the ones in proximity have a name, but then if you keep going around, it's absolutely gigantic. And also, territories. These are the different factions you will encounter. So, there's the Zyrax Empire, which I've always had problems with. Creel, I don't think I've ever encountered a Creel before. Polaris, that's basically a guild, a merchant guild. And there's the yellow one here is the pirate. I'm not sure what this one is. There's another one down here. I have no clue what it is. And one down here. All the way over there. There's another one purple. There's another green. I have no clue what these are. I've never made it that far, and I've played these games for hours and hours and hours on it. So, now that we've seen that, this is what you're looking for in terms of playing replayability challenge and everything, so you can encounter all kinds of things, which is cool. Now back to where we were. Okay, now that it's nighttime, we can still gather resources. Like I said, I'm not sleeping this. Let's see, we've got 13 of those. Okay, copper is kind of low right now. Oh, that's the one I just gathered. Never mind. So silicon. Now let's try to see a copper ore deposit and an iron ore deposit. And I believe we did those. Let's see. There's copper and iron. Yay. let's make our way to the iron and copper deposits, all the while eating food. It's not too dark, all things considered. Could be worse. I will gather some more, oops, carbon while on my way, because I like to have several constructors going all at once, especially for a resource that is very important for power. What do they call it? It looks like a jerry can. I can't think of it right now. We'll get to it. But you need to gather wood to make that happen. But it's very, very slow to cook in the survival constructor. So you gather a lot of woods and you have 3 or 4 going all at the same time. Biodiesel, I think it's what it's called. So let's get some trees. And then the first thing we're going to do is we're going to build ourselves a hover vehicle to gather those trees a lot more efficiently. But for right now, we need to gather it by hand. Yeah, biofuel it's called. Biofuel. That's what we'll be doing. So 8 wood logs, that's pretty good. So we'll just gather about, I don't know, 50 wood all together, and then we'll split them between the different constructors we're gonna get. We'll have biofuel in no time. Up to 18 already, that's nice. And we're going towards the iron deposit, which is even better. Ooh, I think there's a big bug over there. Yeah, you see it? It's a pteropod. Let's go kill it. One shot to the face. Enough. So we're getting meat and egg. Nice. That's dead. Which is kind of strange. Those are usually hanging out closer to water, but hey, maybe on this planet they don't. Where is... There it is. 30. So once again, we'll be using the... Okay, medium size, that's nice. Aha, there it is. See, if I was down here without the drone, there would be no light. So that's not fun to go mining at night. Unless you have a suit, that you always have a light with it. But even if it's a light armor, it still comes with a suit and a jetpack. There's also another thing I need to add to my to-do list. So I'm going to gather about 200 iron, just like I did with the silicon. Some copper, and then I'll be good for a while. I might edit that in the video so that it's just not me doing the same thing for 10 minutes. So this is not very interesting. It's useful, it's just not very interesting. So far. Let's keep mining. How much we got now? 104. Halfway there. Oh, excuse me. $163, almost there. Big this deposit is. There's still quite a few bit left on it. I'm gonna wait to have the more powerful what do you call it? Drill. This drill, oh, it is so wonderful, but it requires a resource I don't have access to yet, called promethium, to make basically the battery for it. And there is no deposits of promethium on the planet. So I can either buy it, find it, or go to another system and find it. But on this one, it doesn't exist. It doesn't come at a natural state. Unless, of course, the meteorite crashes, which is an occurrence that can happen from time to time, or when you deplete all the resources on the planet. Once you've collected all the nodes dry, you will start getting meteorites at regular intervals so that you can keep getting resources. So, and you can even have a vehicle designated for that. Oh, nice, because I got 254 and there's still some more. So right now there's 60% ore left, so 40% is 250 approximately, so that's quite a bit of iron in there. So we'll just leave it at that for now, and we'll head towards the copper deposit since that's what we were needing. What is that? Natural stimulant? Okay, so yeah, like I mentioned before, this is the Talon faction. They should have some buildings nearby, well, in the area. So let's see what our standing is with that faction. So I've not encountered them yet. Let's see what it says. neutral. So since I have not encountered them, if I had encountered them and I was mining resources in their territory, then I would start losing reputation points. And if you do it long enough, there comes a point where they become hostile towards you and they will attack you on sight, which is usually what happens with the Zyrax Empire. Although they usually just start hostile, and they will stay that way because I don't like to be shot at. For now, let's see what the copper... See, that's another kind of plant that gives us plant protein, this blue sort of lilac looking. Once again, let's get the start at the bottom, work our way up instead of the other way around. Oh yeah, another note. This game has a pause button. If you just press the pause break, it makes it pause, because if you don't, you can get attacked and get killed, or just run out of food and die. I'm not sure it's happened to me before. So. I'm not trying my hand at editing this, because this is not very interesting. Nobody wants to see that. Mental note. Possible edit. Let's see where we're at. 142, getting there. Yeah, so once I get some deposits, 200 is the number I like to hit. And then after that, we'll start expanding our operation. Getting there. almost there. Alright, 210. Let's stop it for now and let's head back to our treehouse. Literally. That would be a good time to make the motorcycle. Okay, I got some carbon substrate, so that's good. I'm gonna start making our carbon portable constructor, I'm sorry. Okay, so didn't really take a look at the survival constructor first, but this is a water / O2 condenser. It allows you to, well, it's just exactly what it does. You make both water and oxygen out of it. You still need gas, biofuel to power it, so you still need to transform it into a portable constructor. So that was my original target. It is no longer the good one. Oh, we can make that the second episode. Surviving the first night. Which wasn't too bad. I've had far worse planets than this one when it comes to survival. Okay, so we put this, and this. Okay, so we want the carbon substrate, so we'll be making a few more. Let's see, portable constructor. We have one. Let's do 3 more so we can have 4 and 5, counting the current one going on at once. Because once we start getting biofuel, then we can start building our first base, because we need to keep it powered. And until we hit Promethium, which won't be anytime soon, we're gonna have to be working on off biofuel. And if you take a notice of the bottom left hand side, my HP is almost at 500. This is what happens when you keep eating and keep your food topped off. It keeps going up and up and up and up. So, especially right now, I'm kind of weak. I don't have any armor. I don't have much protection. I have my shotgun, but that's about it. Look at that sunlight. That's nice. There's reflection on the rock too. That's cool. I like that. Die. Okay, that's how many we got. None yet. We can put the other one down though. Wow, that's dark. Oh, there's a remedy to that. Oh, I don't have the portable heater cooler yet. Let's try to see if I can unlock it. I should be able to. It's not tool. Miscellaneous. Yep. So portable heater cooler. This will give me a light source. Requires carbon substrate 1. That's easy enough. Put half of that, and then let's do 200 biofuel. I won't be able to make that many, but just so that I use all the wood, I'm asking it to do 200 of those. So one of those gives 20 fiber, so I should be able to get 20 biofuel out of this, if my math is right. And if it's not, well, then TS. Let's put the other half in here. Once again. Okay, so those are for fuel, because fuel is very slow. How slow it gets, and if you have only one constructor, you won't be able to build anything else, which is a problem. So I like to have several, like I said, since this is kind of my base camp. But only 34 more seconds and the sun will be up. So you can see it on the horizon. Sunrise on another planet. Only in video games could this happen. I guess movies, but video games are more fun. Now this thing's very practical if you're on a ice planet, or sometimes if you go high enough on mountains, you'll get cold, like that peak over there. You might get cold if you get to that peak. So having a portable heater like that is going to help with your survival. Also, you can have insulated armor. So these two for now I'm not going to be using, but I will be getting more trees. Well, I can set up for right now since I'm not waiting on anything specific. So still gathering resources. We have plenty of... The only one we didn't get a deposit of was the carbon. Oh, it's a butterfly. And here's the sunset. That's the butterfly doing that. The invigorating thing. This is how that works, but who cares? Whoa. Okay, that's not what I wanted to do, but we're doing it anyway. So right now we're going to be gathering wood to get more biofuel, and then once we get enough biofuel, we can... I'm not sure if which one I'm going to do next. Ooh, look at that. Now, I'm not sure if this one's aggressive or not, so I won't risk it. I won't attack it. It's a pangolin. That's one hell of a big-ass pangolin. Okay, he doesn't seem too aggressive, so I won't bother it. I need to gather wood, like I said, for more biofuel. We'll do that, and then I think I'll do the vehicle first. Although, well, let's do the base first. That'll be another episode. Once again, I might fast forward this. I don't think anybody wants to do that. Be chopping down trees. Once you get the vehicle, then it makes it more fun. But just like this by hand, ugh, I don't even have a motorbike yet. This is a good point. I should do that next. It makes you a lot more mobile. Let's do a couple more trees and then we'll retreat back to the... Alright. portable dismember. There we go. All right. Get back up. Now my HP is at 500, so I'm not gonna keep my my appetite suppressed like that anymore. I'll still eat, you know, not to keep it from. Come on. That'd be easier if I had my jetpack. Okay. Alright, so we need to split it between this one and this one. See, this one has already produced 8 of those. 7, so that's already something. That's good. Okay, and this, let's see. Okay, I got some meat here, so I can make a steak, a grilled steak. Perish time 13, perish time, let's cook it, so keep it a little longer. Now the perish time on those is not great, but it's not the worst. And like I said, if they go bad, that's fine, we can still use them, and there's plenty of those around too, so I can always replenish it. You can see plenty of those already here, so I'll just leave those there for now, just like that. Okay, well, I think that would be a good time to pause it for another episode.